He is going to heal who He's going to heal, and deliver who He's going to deliver, and set free who He's going to set free. And I just believe Him. I don't have to. I don't have to set Him up. I don't have to try to stir faith up in you unless God just does that way. But let me just tell you, as I was standing back there, I just thought of this, Sister Tammy, and I just want you to keep this in your mind, because God is talking to us this morning, and God is reaching out. I just thought about that woman with the issue of blood, how she exhausted all the measure that she could. And I just, as I begin to think about some things and what you had told me, and you know what? That's kind of like you're at that situation. You've exhausted things. You've given man a chance. You've exhausted all that you've exhausted and do what you, and you're at the point where you just got to trust in Jesus, and you're ready for that. And there's no reason the Lord can't heal you or won't heal you. He's definitely. I know the Lord has got a plan for your life. I know that He does. Because I'm not just saying that. I know you believe the word. I know. I've been in services with you, and I've seen how God has touched you, and I know what God. I know by the Spirit what God has brought you a long ways, and nobody really knows what God's brought you through and brought you out of. Nobody really knows. But you don't have to wear that. Amen. You don't what God forgives us of, it's forgiven. And they can't no man, as human beings, we quick to judge. We don't see change the way we like to see change, and so we quick to say God ain't working, but I've had to rethink a lot of things, because God, the Bible says that God is well able to finish the work that He started in us. He's well able to finish the work that He started in us. So God He just started to work in me, just started to work in Jason, and started to work in us many years ago. But He's well able to finish it. The work that God started in you when He begun with you, before you even come to this church, He's well able to perform it and perfect it and do what He wants to do. All you have to do is do what that first song said, is surrender to Him. We may have our ups and downs, our ins and outs. We may be times when faith gets low. It may be times when we feel like He's not listening or doing anything in our life, but that's the time when we press on through. Press on through and really get a hold of God and know who He is. God, He said in the last day He's doing a quick work in some people, And you might be chosen. Let me tell you something. Anybody ever asked God to do a quick work in them? Because I've asked Him to do a quick work. But do you realize, really, God always does a work through pressure, through persecution, through things like that. Pressure produces something in you. Pressure produces faith. Pressure produces patience. When your life is out of control and it seems like there's nowhere to turn but to, that's a lot of pressure. And He puts us in those places. And most of the time you got to be where you can't see bottom. You understand what I'm saying? Most of the time we have to get as human beings to get. I'm not. You might say, well, everybody in their life, no matter what they've done, has been on the bottom, and they're at the place before they come to the Lord. As I can't go nowhere but to You, Lord. And when you reach that point and you surrender to Him, whatever you can surrender that day, and walk it out. There's many times that we have to walk it out. We may fail. We don't have to. Chances and 4 chances. You may not think God. God is that God. God is that God. I'm not making excuses for anybody. God holds that. God. I don't know your heart, but God knows your heart. I don't know your heart. You don't even know your own heart. The Bible says you don't even know your own heart. But the Lord, He discerns or what I think or what I perceive. Yeah, the Lord talks to us. If the Lord talks to me, I know it's the Lord. But a lot of times I think of a lot of things, and it ain't the Lord. You understand what I'm saying? I look at how Jason's acting, I think, well, man, he just But he may be on the wrong path. My thinking may be right, but that don't stop what the Lord is doing. The Lord's still in control of all things. So I'm just telling you today, just reach out to the Lord and believe in Him. Lay hold of Him. But I'm going to go to prayer, and then I'm going to maybe go into Word.